Honey badger versus king cobra. Who would win in a fight? Let's start with some basic facts. Honey badgers are famous for their strength, ferocity, and toughness. They belong to the Mustelidae family. There are 12 subspecies native to Africa, India, and Southwest Asia. They can adapt to a variety of conditions from warm rainforest to cool mountains. The king cobra, despite its name, is not a true cobra. It belongs to the family Elapids. These guys are found in Asia, and depending on the region, these guys come in different colors. King cobras live mainly in the rainforest but also inhabit mangrove swamps and high altitude grasslands. Now, let's talk about their physical characteristics. A fully grown honey badger can measure up to a meter long and weigh up to 15 kilograms. Honey badger skin is too tough and thick like military armor. Their feet are armed with very strong claws measuring up to 1.5 inch. They have strong sharp teeth and have jaw pressure powerful enough to crack open a small tortoise. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake in the world, reaching lengths up to 18 feet and weighing about 9 kilograms. They can lift up to 1/3 of their body. The king cobra is equipped with neurotoxic venom. They can pump a large quantity of venom. A single bite from the king cobra can kill an elephant. King cobras also have a very powerful bite force. Now let's talk about their behavior and diet. Honey badgers are solitary animals. They are omnivorous. They get their name from their fondness for feeding on honey and honeybee larvae. Honey badgers eat anything they can overpower, from insects and amphibians to venomous snakes and mammals. They also eat berries and fruits. The king cobra's diet consists primarily of other snakes like cobras, kraits, rat snakes, pythons, vipers. You get the idea. They also hunt and devour monitor lizards. And sometimes they even feed on their own kind. So who wins? Let us assume that a honey badger and a king cobra are put in the same enclosure with both predators facing each other for a fight to the death. Personally, I can imagine 4 outcomes. Outcome 1. Honey badger attacks the king cobra and rips it apart and in the process does not get bitten. Winner, honey badger, but it is highly unlikely that the honey badger would not get bitten. There are so many videos showing a honey badger hunting down small animals like rats and scorpions and in the process always getting bitten or stung. Now, the king cobra, one of the most powerful snakes, would most likely tag the honey badger, which brings me to outcome number 2. The honey badger attacks the king cobra. The king cobra bites back the honey badger and holds on, pumping massive quantity of neurotoxic venom. Eventually, the honey badger kills the king cobra but survives the duel by being resistant towards the king cobra's venom, just like the puff adder fight. Winner, honey badger. But I feel that there's a good chance that the honey badger won't be resistant towards the king's venom, plus the massive quantity. I say this because honey badgers and king cobras are found in different geographic locations. They most likely don't cross each other in the wild, and there hasn't been a documented fight. And the honey badger's resistance towards the puff adder's venom doesn't necessarily mean that it would be resistant towards the king cobra's venom and the large dosage. This brings me to outcome 3. Let us assume that the honey badger is not resistant towards the king cobra's venom and its sheer quantity. The honey badger attacks the king cobra bites back the honey badger and holds on, pumping massive quantity of neurotoxic venom. The honey badger starts eating the king cobra right away, but the king cobra also keeps on biting. The honey badger rips the king cobra's body and thus kills the snake. And later, the king's venom takes effect, killing the honey badger, and the match ends up in a draw. Lastly, outcome 4. The king strikes the honey badger, pumping massive quantity of neurotoxic venom. It might get injured in the process, but manages to dodge all the honey badger's fatal blows. The king cobra's venom drains the honey badger and finally kills it. Winner, king cobra. Now, let's jump to the conclusion. I personally feel that both predators are capable of killing each other. However, I would put my money on the honey badger because it has more tools to kill the king cobra. It is faster, it has strong claws, it has a more powerful bite force, it has resistance to its venom. It is also built tough to withstand bites of bigger predators like lions and hyenas. The king cobra, on the other hand, only has venom as its strongest weapon against the honey badger.